Well, with that being said, we'd like to welcome everybody back to another episode of Comfortably Uncomfortable with me, Akwrd, and Brandon M. Or whatever he might decide he want to go to. We haven't got that far.
For now, it's just Brandon.
And then today we have a good friend of mine, and yeah, he's just a good friend of mine. Day, Darrell, whatever he might want to go by.
Hey, first of all, if you ever see me and you call me my government name, I swear to God, if I got security, I'm going to tell them to beat you up.
He doesn't have security, so it'll be fine.
I do have security. They're just unpaid and off the clock at the moment. But when they're on the clock and you say my name like that, they're going to jump your ass. I'm telling you.
They won't. He's not built like that.
First of all, if you saw the post on Facebook, let's just start there. If you saw the post on Facebook, it was up there 5 minutes. And guess who got removed?
Oh,
Darrell. You better put D3K in there because listen, first of all, y'all don't know me like that. What T.I. said in the song, you don't know me like that. I'm T.I. Now y'all come out here talking about he tipped. Nah, bitch, I'm T.I. to you.
Okay. All right. So let's just jump right into it, man. So
yeah, I know it's all good. It's all good.
we go. But
you can Google me, you guys, as Day 3K, and then my real name pops up.
The plug for the music is at the end. Goddamn it!
That was for my name.
We plug your
so
socials
people
at the
know
end.
not to look me up.
Calm
by my
down,
real
Darrell.
name.
Yeah.
You know what? Get me off of this goddamn show. What they do on Saturday Night Live when they get mad? I don't have one of them things on me, but I'm gonna pretend like I do. Get me off this goddamn.
All right, no. So why don't we'll just jump right into it.
Are you here?
I know he's trying to take a mic off. He doesn't even have on.
No.
No. So, all right, man. Why don't you just take a second? Go ahead and tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, where you come from, your background, what you're doing with your life, your goals right now.
Honestly, I would call myself a nomad. I've been traveling my whole life. I've been in college, high school, got a little bit of education on me, but honestly, the most important thing that I found in life is that like I've journeyed to just be a good person, to get to know people, to see people beyond my eyes. Like half the time, I spent half of my life meeting people and being like, oh damn, I'm not gonna talk to them because they look weird. That was like 50% of life. So
I didn't do that.
Coming into this new stage, like yeah, you know what I'm saying. Coming into this new stage, like look at me now. I'm just to show y'all just how crazy life is. This podcast and how uncomfortable things can be if you don't really open your eyes and broaden your horizons. Like I'm the only black dark nigga in here. I'm sitting around and I have to feel comfortable. I have to not only feel comfortable, but I have to have respect for these guys to say that, hey, they're comfortable enough to invite me out here. So like, that backstory on it is just like, just be free. You feel me? I'm from New Orleans. I was there my whole life, most of the part, like 13 years. Then I leave, and it's like, damn, there's a world out here. I went to school with white people for the first time at 13 years old. Like, I went to segregated schools my whole life. That's how close we are to life, and people don't know that.
Now, I'm just going to interrupt for a quick second.
Yeah.
Is that because you like were old enough to go through the segregation process?
Oh, he's trying to be funny. Hey, let's just do a quick little tip here, because Frankenstein over here older than me. So let's just keep it moving. We just gonna keep it a buck here. Let him know that he's older than me, Grandpa Akwrd. But nah, and I ain't even gonna say it's an old thing, bro. It's a mindset thing. Like a lot of people really just don't know that the world is still moving in certain ways.
No, especially down south, it's definitely a lot. So in the southern states, racism is still very much alive.
And
like very, very much alive.
I can't wait till we talk about that because like for a while I thought like in the South, for real, that racism was like, that was the core. But honestly, it's the passive racism that's keeping it alive. It's the passive racism where you go to other places and it's the lack of education, it's the lack of experience, it's the lack of like people just not being concerned about their neighbors for real. Like I came here and it's called, we just gonna talk about that holiday. It's called Indigenous Day here. Me and my coworker got into a debate about it because she's like, it's Indigenous Day everywhere. And I'm like, the fuck, it's not.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, this is a subject that I wasn't really ready to touch on in public like this. But I will say, so as far as like states that celebrate it like that and call it Indigenous Day, I guess it is the unfortunate reality that the state that we live in now, South Dakota, is one of the only states that really refer to it like that.
And it's really the lack of education. They're not teaching it. And that's the biggest issue like that I think happens is that we fight amongst each other about these problems, and that's not the issue. The issue is that the people who are teaching and sending out these statutes, these things that are supposed to be history, like,
well, I mean,
I grew up
like
never knowing about this.
The textbooks definitely don't teach everything that. Like, dude, the textbooks is what they want us to know. They left a lot of it out. Like, they are absolutely rewriting history how they want to rewrite history.
And that's tough.
And by they, I mean, I would have to say
we gotta just say the leaders, man. Just say the leaders of the world, man. Let's just keep it real general. Because they got some people say Illuminati, they got some people say the Jewish people. Man, fuck all that. These people got more money than us. They got more power than us. We're gonna talk about the leaders of the world. Because we don't even know who the fuck they are. That's how far-fetched it is.
We trying to tiptoe around some shit to not get canceled on the second.
You feel me? We don't even know who we tiptoeing around.
We tiptoeing around. Like, I wasn't ready to, like,
so,
see.
whoever you is out there, leader, don't come for us yet.
See,
We're not ready.
Okay, so it is not.
Hey,
Okay.
be careful. You don't want to end up like Charlie Kirk now.
Hey, listen. I go out like Charlie Kirk. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I mean, dude, honestly.
I'll be a glorified nigga.
$12 million net worth, $12 million net worth, and a crazy following. Like, I can't.
I go out with a shot to the neck. I ain't gonna
I
hold
really
you.
can't sit here and fucking say that I dislike Charlie Kirk. I feel like, honestly, Charlie Kirk really put a lot of facts in front of people's faces and let people calmly debate it. And people, like, at the very core of everything, a man was killed for our right of freedom of speech.
Truth.
Facts. That's one thing I don't look. Listen, let me start off by saying this. I don't know about Charlie Kirk. I'm a disclaimer. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know the guy. I didn't follow the guy. May he rest in peace in heaven with the God above. When I get up there, we can have a martini. But until then, I don't know that man.
Why do
I
you
don't
think
know.
he drinks martinis?
Because we in heaven. If I ask him to drink a martini, why
He's a
not?
classy bitch.
So, like, we can't, like, okay, all right, now we're gonna go to a second. We're gonna go to a little breakaway right here, right quick.
We can take a little 5-minute break away. Let's
So,
go.
I mean, like, is it not? So what? In heaven, everything's classy. It's
So
not-
like, so what I'm saying is, I feel like if you're a hobo in heaven, that's because you like looking like a hobo. That's low key a sense of classiness.
What
Classy
kind of
'cause you chose
idea?
that.
What kind of idea do you have of like heaven, where there's hobos? Like that would kind of go against.
Nigga, let's talk about it. Let's be for real. When they talk about, oh God, ask for $1 as a homeless man, when has God ever came to you as a businessman and was like, I'm gonna save your life? Nah, he's always some like homeless bum man. He always sitting with no money, pushing like some store cart around. He's never Bill Gates.
Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure like the whole thing about it is like he like before anything, he wants to make sure that you are not going to judge him by his appearance when he presents himself.
Crazy thing is he never just magically has a suit on after that either though.
So we're
The suits
basing
are
our
uncomfortable.
Perception of this on Hollywood.
I mean, we're on the internet, bro.
I'm just saying.
We're on the internet. We have to come
In
to a
all honesty-
consensus that Hollywood is religion on the internet.
In all honesty, I don't even think that particular topic is worth debating because theoretically, your heaven should be the way you want.
Fact. I was getting to that. So if I say we gonna have martinis, he might be drinking Jack and Coke, but to me it looked like a martini.
Well, I mean, you know that like,
Cause it's heaven.
but like, why would your heaven have hobos?
Why not?
Let's touch a little deeper on that.
Why not? Why would I not include good hobos?
But why would you want them to still be a hobo in your heaven? Like,
I didn't want them to be a hobo.
Creating,
But I know tons of rich people who do not like wearing nice things. They like to look like hobos. They enjoy
I
it.
can't fucking do this.
They buy Wranglers.
Josh, as hard as you were trying to rage bait, it didn't work.
He came too peaceful, man. It's
No,
too
I'm not
peaceful.
trying to rate. I was really genuinely trying to
It's
see,
too
like,
peaceful.
bro, if I get to create my own heaven, what kind of person am I to just
Alright.
like? I just need a hobo outside picking up cans.
All right. Picture this. Picture this. Hobos in Hollywood don't pick up canes. They got more money than us. Hobos in Hollywood get the money, then hop up and hop in the Bentley.
That's not really a hobo, then. That's
But
just
no,
That's just
no.
That's an
that's
actor.
their job.
His occupation is a hobo. Whether he is identifying as a hobo or a rich man doesn't change the fact that his job is to be a hobo. He's a hobo. So when he get to heaven, he probably want to be a hobo up there too.
All right.
Maybe. Fuck. who
He
knows?
chose his occupation to be a homeless man. Like,
If he's
why
a-
wouldn't he
but
get to
no,
heaven?
it's not.
So he
No.
gonna get to heaven and switch up on God.
No, he didn't. If it's your version of heaven, that means you chose that man to be a hobo in your version of heaven. You gonna have Morgan out there pushing the cart, begging for change, and you're
Why am
not.
I being brought into this?
Do you want to be a hobo?
No.
You ain't gonna be no hobo if I happen if you don't want to be a hobo. Cause I'm pretty sure God be like, look, shit.
Josh
whatever
does
you want,
everything
baby.
to bring me into it.
Whatever you want.
Nah,
And then let's talk about it. You
nobody
want to talk
knows
about
what's
it?
going on.
Let's talk about it. If you naked, are you a hobo?
What the hell?
Where did that come from?
Because when we get to heaven, who's to say we even gonna have clothes anymore?
You know who
Get
Day
to
is?
my house,
Have
I
y'all
got
ever
clothes.
y'all
You
ever
feel
watched
what I'm saying?
Y'all
We
ever
that's
seen
what
that
happens that
Joker
everybody's a hobo. We ain't got no clothes.
with when he had like
That
607
means you're homo, man.
Day is 607 Unk. He's our 607 Unk.
You're older than me.
Yeah, but you act like him.
Who the fuck is
Look
607?
Take a second and Google it because your reaction is gonna be the thumbnail.
First of all, we need somebody. We need somebody who does this. Don't the dude behind the keys on
We're just starting out, man.
what's
We
the-
ain't gotta we
Morgan's
making
the
money
guy
on
behind the
that.
thing.
what's that one show called? Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
The dude on the keys be looking up the videos he showed me. I don't look it up myself. Tyler Craig ain't pull up his phone and was like, "Oh, let me see."
Look, man, we're new to this. We haven't
We're
quite got
low-budget
everything we
operation,
looked at.
man.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
Alright.
that's things
no.
you can fit in the budget for free.
So, I feel like we should just go ahead and kind of talk about the. I feel like you have to show the camera so they can see.
Yo, we need a big screen TV in this mission, just right here where he can just put it on there and show people what we looking at.
Okay.
Yo, all right.
So, with all that out of the way, we done talked about God and hobos
What's
in,
fun?
in His heaven.
Y'all like the intro?
So, I mean, we might as well just jump right into it. I kind of want to touch base on a Facebook post that you made the other day. It seemed to strike a whole lot of controversy with a whole, like, some influential people in the music industry here in the city that we live
Pull up
in
the post.
and stuff like that. I do have it pulled up. I have it pulled
I
up.
come
Hey, I ain't
prepared.
gonna hold y'all. People still commenting on it right now. Just so
Look
we're
at this
clear.
guy acting like a professional interview.
Yeah, I have it pulled up. I have
Just
it
got a
right
couple
here.
of
I actually have it, and I have the comments.
The
So
medieval scroll.
do we need to go ahead and should we read the post for the people?
Yeah.
All right, so the other day, decided to post this. I'm not sure responded. That's kind of why we're here to talk about it and get the other side of the coin from this. His post, quote, "Watching people try to defend South Dakota funny as hell. Like, ain't you dating an alcoholic, drug addict, or is it your dad or sister? Shit funny. You know damn well you know at least 3 twice a week around here, and you probably see them and pretend you don't know. It's so sad how this community is with the excess drug and alcohol problem. So much y'all believe there isn't one." So I mean, why don't we kind of just touch on that first? I want to just kind of why don't you give us a little bit of your actual background? I know we've already kind of told the viewers who we are. I struggle with drug addiction pretty heavy. I know that you haven't really had to go down that route, but you do have kind of the opposite side of the coin, what it's like. A drug, like, I'm not, like, not to say that you're a victim or not to say anything like that,
Right, no,
but
no.
for all intent, like, for all purposes, the drug addict's victim. Like,
Yeah,
what
that's a good way
what led you, where do you, like, what
I like the way
history?
you said that.
Yeah.
I like the way you
put
said that
up.
because, like, I think we get lost in who the abused is, who the victim is, who the victimizer, and who the abusers are.
Well, I mean, I made a Facebook post like shortly after we had talked about it the other day, to where I said, like, it's the opposite side of the coin. Like, I know me, even I'm guilty of it, being a drug addict and still in recovery, doing all that, fighting a good fight, you know. Everyone who out there who's fighting a good fight, keep it up, you're not alone.
Fact.
I know a lot of people like me, and we like to only think about what the drug addiction has done to us, and we don't really pay a lot of attention to what it has done to the people that have rode with us, or even sometimes the people that have got off the bus that we come on. So I kind of want to touch on that. So first, why don't you give us your history with drug addiction?
To kind of give you a background, like, I come from a different area. Like the South, I can't say meth is the big thing, it's crack.
Yeah.
So, watching some of my family go down that road, like, when I was 10 years old, my grandma's husband stole my PlayStation, like, right out the house, so he could get some crack.
See, bro, I came home one time. So I moved out when I was about 13. I came home one time after a weekend of being gone, and like all my stuff was supposed to still be at my house. I came home and there wasn't nothing in the house. My parents had moved out the goddamn house while I was gone for the weekend.
And again, that's why I said that in the beginning about who the actual victims are. Stop walking around thinking you're not a victim when you've been collateral damage, when you've been a supporter, when you've been a lover, when you've been a carer. Because not just the people who are being cared for or supported or are going down these turbulent paths are the only people getting hurt. And what I mean by that is, like, even with my career with music, one of the first people to ever believe in me was my cousin. And when I tell you, like, the belief that he had in me for music was something I didn't even see in myself yet. And you fast forward to now, that same cousin went through hard times, and I wasn't there to even see what was going on. I wasn't there to be around, and they went back down that road for crack, and it started to destroy their life. And watching somebody you love, watching somebody who put a fire in your chest, watching somebody who motivated you to pick your slime self off the floor and believe in yourself again, watching that person destroy themselves, I don't think we talk about that the mental destruction that it causes, because this person gave me hope at a point in time. This person made me feel worthy at a point in time. And now this person is killing and destroying themselves. And some of the things that they say to me about why they do it, what do you do with that mentally as a supporter?
I mean, coming from that's a
very good question.
That's a good question. I don't think that there's actually, like, a lot of times you have to take what somebody who is in active addiction with a grain of salt, because we make stuff up, we have stuff implanted on our own head that's not actually even how we're thinking. We're not thinking how, like, our brain's not even operating on an actual operational level. It's more like definitely like, I'm trying to just get my next fix. Like, once you get to a certain point of drug addiction, it really does kind of become all you think about. And you could have been like
I can't, and I hate to cut you off. I want you to kind of touch on this as you go through what you're saying. Is that I don't understand that, like, the fix part. I smoke weed. I love to be high.
That's where you have to change your mindset, though. Is just because we don't understand something doesn't mean that it's not happening.
And that's why I wanted to stop you before you continue, so that you can kind of keep in mind that I am curious and concerned and want to have a better understanding of that fix, because, like,
I think as far as, like, the actual, like, scientific reason, I don't, like, dude, I'm pretty sure it just kind of becomes like something to do with the dopamine receptors in your brain, because, like, as far as that goes, scientifically how it becomes that point to where it's, like, literally all you think about throughout the entire day, I'm not sure. I know for me, it would literally be like, at the height of my addiction, it would be like, I would be sitting there fighting myself, telling myself that I'm not going to get high, all the way until I'm snorting a line at the plug's house. Like, it was that bad. Like, I'm not getting high as I'm sending a text message. I'm not going to get high today as I'm fucking driving to the plug's house, which is 40 minutes away. All the way until now I'm getting high and now I'm upset at myself.
I can understand that in a sense.
But I also think that, like, some stuff a lot of people overlooking is, like, the mental health matters that actually lead to even getting onto the drugs. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, every drug addict's either trying to take away some sort of pain or to feel something. That's really what it comes down to, and it kind of becomes that. And I know with certain drugs, like, they say, bro, if you consistently use methamphetamine for a month, it can take up to 2 years for your brain receptors to come back and be firing how they're supposed to be.
Oh, yeah,
like, so kind of stuff like that. Now, as far as,
That makes sense.
I mean, I guess as far as kind of go into the thinking that South Dakota doesn't have a drug problem, I mean, I completely disagree with that, because if you think that South Dakota doesn't have a drug problem or an addiction problem, why don't you go ahead and drive down East North Street about the time the sun goes down? After you do that, then we can talk about what might be actual, like, do we have an addiction problem? Just because they don't post the shit on the news and they don't really post it like that doesn't mean that there's not a problem. It really kind of comes down to people need to open their eyes.
That was
Yes,
something big
absolutely.
on the post. that I want to touch on real quick because I need people to stop doing this. If you are going to be concerned, if you are going to be a fighter, if you're going to be a supporter, and you're going to actually have the conversations, people need to stop taking information and stats and only using that because, again, like he said, there's a different experience you get when you walk up East North and you see some of the things you see. There's a different experience you get when you walking up Canal Street in the middle of the night. There's a different experience you get when you touching hands with people that you care about and you know this is what's happening. That's a different experience than hopping on your computer and saying 29% of people's on drugs. That you have no emotion.
I mean, even like that, even at 29%, like if we're thinking that 29% is not a high number, so you mean over a fourth
Getting close to
of the state of South Dakota is drug addicts.
And
Those
again,
are
That's a pretty big fucking number.
Those are probably the only ones that are being honest about it.
And that's another thing that I wanted to make a point on, because on the post, somebody used the U.S. Treasurer as a statistic measure. And let's be 100% honest about South Dakota. They do not include the reservations and all of their populations in their consensus. So when you're making these stats, you are part of the people who are turning a blind eye, saying, we don't have a problem. You can't just not include a whole race of people, gang. You can't do that. You cannot do that. And when I say a whole race of people, I'm talking about all of the people in poverty as well. Because they come from different colors, shapes, sizes, and backgrounds. It don't matter what they look like. Some of us, it don't matter what you look like or who you are. You know somebody who deal with poverty. And because of that branch, there's a whole lot of stuff you don't know about.
I mean, I think in this day and age, like, almost everybody's experiencing poverty. Shit's rough out here right now.
So to go off of statistics based on suburb homes with fathers and mothers in them, that's craziness.
See, them the ones that be lying.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You're talking about Jim who go to work, who got the bottle in the office.
But they go to church every Sunday. What do you mean they can't
Bro,
do that?
bro, let's be honest here. Let's be honest about the shit that we
I'm like,
normalize, bro.
It's beat your wife on Saturday. ask
Let's
for
be
forgiveness on
honest
Sunday.
about the shit that we normalize, bro. Jim goes to work with a bottle of whiskey
Brandon
in his
is so
office.
uncomfortable.
I'm not
He
uncomfortable,
just
but
high
some
five.
shit, It's just like
He just high five Tom. They just closed the deal. Pull the bottle out, baby. We finna drink at 12 p.m. in the afternoon.
No, oh, dude, so if we're talking about that, I was at Common Sense in Sturgis, South Dakota this morning at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. And this girl, probably just fresh 21. I know she couldn't have been no 7 buzz balls and fucking a 6-pack. To go, what looked like the people that were on some motorcycles parked at the gas pump next to me. And in my head, I was like, damn, bro, it's awfully fucking early to be getting lit like that. And then the drug addict in me was like, damn, bro, I got a motorcycle. I should come with y'all.
and see that, and that's that right there. That right there. I'm glad that you said that because, like, as a person who's on the outside trying to understand that, I am a person who like to have fun. Like, when I party, don't let nobody lie to you and be like, oh, we fight for justice, but we don't do anything. That's cap, nigga. You lying.
I do not party because I'll party until we don't have no house.
But again, when I say that, like,
I don't party.
I don't look at a world where we just eradicate hard drugs and alcohol. I come from a place where alcohol is legal, and this is how I feel about this place. That should say something. That should be alarming to folks. I can literally pull up to a drive-thru in my city, buy a daiquiri full of alcohol, 2 for 1 special. I'm about to leave with 2 of them bitches. And all right, y'all be easy. And I can watch that happen 10 times and nobody gets into a car accident, nobody is dying, nobody is fighting, nobody is ripping this motherfucking clothes off on some weird shit. Like, nobody's doing no weird shit. They're going about their business because it's not the alcohol that destroys things, bruh. It's not the drugs that's destroying y'all. It's the way that we use it and the way we normalize the shit around it.
Yeah, but you have to understand, for some of us, we don't have that moderation. Like, for some of us, we don't have the, I can go in the bathroom and snort a line and be fine. Like, you can go in the bathroom and do what you want to do, and you fine. I go in the bathroom and I snort a line, and I immediately am like, I need an ounce of cocaine. Like, and I'll do the entire ounce of cocaine. It's not just I'll hit a line. Like, I'll be in the goddamn car the entire time doing cocaine. It'll fuck my whole life up. So,
I think that's where the divide is, though. Because as a community,
impulse control.
it really does come down to, so for
And-
like each
and-
individual person, it does have to be, you have to be self-aware enough to know what you can and can't do. But what we're kind of more going to focus on here is instead of everyone knows we have to be self-aware, and it's an addict's own job to, like, no matter how bad you want somebody to get sober, until they want to get sober, they're not going to get sober.
that's facts. We all know that.
So I think for me, what I want to touch more on and get kind of back to the main point of is kind of still about the post and kind of some of the comments that were on there and stuff like that were a lot more, to be honest, we had a little slight conversation about it, not about what we were going to talk about, but kind of just like how I felt about it. And how it kind of almost seemed to, maybe from a drug addict's perspective, you were almost making fun of drug addiction and stuff like that. And I kind of want to definitely touch on that to clear the air, because obviously you can't get emotion, you can't get feelings, you can't get anything like that from a Facebook post or the comments. And I know, like I said, there was some influential people that are pretty big on trying to help the community as far as drug addiction, and at least trying to help do what they think they can do. At this point in time, so I have to give props to Secret for always taking those Narcan kits to the shows. That's amazing.
I second that.
So I guess I kind of want to just get your input on how you think we should handle drug addicts, or what you think that we should do to help with the drug addiction.
Let me put it to you like this, because I think the biggest thing that happens in conversations like this is people aren't honest. And let me be honest about this. When I made that post, I was dealing with something personal as well. So let's not get it twisted, and like I'm up here like I'm Jesus and I'm just looking for the best route. Like, this was affecting me in the way that I'm a store manager, and hiring in this city is one of the most gruesome, stressful, like, craziest things I've ever had to deal with. The last person I hired worked the first day and had to go to rehab the next. Like, I didn't even know what to tell her or what to say. As a human being, as a regular person who cares about other people, and I go out of my way to make sure, check on everybody. You got to check on people, even if you don't know them. Like, how you doing? And people say that and don't mean nothing about it. When I say how you doing, I want to know how you doing. And when I made that post, I was upset from a point where, like, I'm struggling with this place. Because I have people that I love here. I have people that are amazing here. I have people that I've met here that I never want to be out of my life. But then I also have way more people here that have shown me things about the world that I never thought were even possible, because down south, they don't show us none of this. Down south is unequal. It's an unequal media presence. So, like, coming here, I was culturally shocked. Now in a leadership position, trying to keep the ship running and needing, like, good people from around here, it's almost like they don't exist. I have 15 people who apply for a job, and 3 of them answer the phone. Why? Because the rest of them only applied to get free money. Here's the crazy thing about those statistics. Let's come back, because I like to do this for y'all. Those 12 people, y'all don't even include in the statistics for drugs and alcohol. Which is crazy. So then you say we don't have a problem. That's crazy. So from that standpoint, I was very upset as a citizen of Rapid City trying to make a business run when I was upset from that. And then the other side of that is I have friends who I do think are beautiful, grand people, and I've had to personally sit with some of these people, go get them from places that I'm like, what in the fuck? Watch them do things where I'm like, yo, where your mind at?
I think
And
we're talking about me here.
It look like he's referring to you.
And then as a person who's trying to love on that person, who's trying to be a supporter, I'm killing myself because, as he just said, there comes a point, probably 3 to 4 weeks into constantly doing that logic no longer exists. And that's what I'm starting to understand, is that that's what the rehab and the support facilities is for, is to get them to recognize logic again. Because you can't even talk to them until they recognize logic
But
again.
I think that's where we have to, as someone that's been through kind of like some of So the thing about rehabs and treatment facilities and stuff like that is the state and the government always wants to get their hands in anything that's going to be good and could potentially be profitable. Well, once the government gets involved into anything, you kind of just become a number. Like I know in my situation, I had went in for an eval. They went from, oh, we're going to do some outpatient stuff, to then they were trying to send me, first of all, the process, by the time I actually got my assessment done and somebody called me back, we were 3 weeks. Like I was already 3 weeks into my sobriety, all on my own.
If you don't know, watching this podcast, South Dakota makes money off of their drug addiction.
100%.
So if you didn't know that, you need to be aware that your state is using the people that you love and putting them into a cycle so that they can make money. Keep that in mind.
It actually is 100% true in the unfortunate reality of our, I guess, the criminal justice system, because that's kind of who oversees all that. But I mean, look, let's be honest, man, just our 24/7 program is a multi-million-dollar a year racket.
I know, I can tell you right now, I know 5 people on my hand right now on the 24/7 program. And being a regular person who doesn't deal with addiction, bro, you can't pass that shit, gang. Stop playing with them people.
Like,
I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's a setup.
I think
It's not real.
For me, the thing about the state-funded facilities are, one, they actually charge. So if I were to pay for it myself, the class costs $1,600 for a Cibisa class. Now, when they get the grants from the government, they charge the federal government $3,200. That's facts. You can look it up.
It's cheaper to be a criminal and get help than to be a normal person and get help. Remember that.
But the thing about it is, for people, like, I feel like once it becomes a state-funded program, it kind of becomes just about the number on the paper, and not so much about as actually helping the individual. Because one, most of these counselors and these people that go in there, they've seen so many people come and go and just like end up right back there in front of them that they kind of like give up hope and they lose hope for people. So it really just becomes, oh, another day at the office. Whereas like when you have somebody like me, I understand there's a lot of paperwork going on, I understand that. But when you have an actual drug addict who is seeking help and really wants help and has their mind made up that they're going to get help, like, bro, first of all, not being able to even talk to them for a week and then getting back to them for almost 3 weeks is kind of wild. Like, that really kind of leaves you, like, I know personally for me, I left my assessment feeling like, fuck, I don't got no help. I'm in this shit my own.
What you saying that I like to pose problems, but like one thing about that post that I told people who came on that post, and I love Secret for this, is that don't pose problems and don't bitch about problems if you're not ready to propose solutions. And what I mean by that is like and I wanted to ask you that because you know you've been through the system a little bit. Like, can family members walk alongside y'all when y'all doing that? And if they can, or if they can't, why?
See, I know for me, one, nobody likes to really, it's an uncomfortable conversation for everyone involved. For like the family of the drug addict, for the actual drug addict himself, for everybody, it becomes a very uncomfortable conversation. Like, nobody wants to go to somebody else and be like, bro, I'm a drug addict and I need fucking help. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
There's so many feelings that come with it. It takes a lot of like, one, first of all, a lot of times you don't even realize that you're a fucking full-blown drug addict until it's too late and you're a full-blown drug addict. And then you're sitting in your own head, then you're embarrassed, you're trying to hide it from your friends and family, even though they can tell. They just don't know how to approach you. I know for me, I wasn't a very approachable person, especially with something like that. You automatically take it defensively, but that leads me to, as an addict in recovery, I think the family and the friends, as far as your support system, becomes almost the most important thing. I know for me, the whole going to the programs and stuff, like, it didn't really work for me. I found out after my first one that it 100% was more about the people involved, like the support system of having those people, than it was about actually going to the uncomfortable situation of going in the church and everything like that and having this group. So I think as long as you can be, if the addict himself determines that they can trust the family and the family is actually there to ride with them and everything, yeah, obviously the family and friends are going to be the biggest support system. Now, do I think that it's
like
a very fine line?
Like, yeah, I think you do need isolation to find yourself to an extent. Like
100%.
To an extent, but I don't think the family and close friends can ride your side of that recovery until you take accountability.
It's a
Right,
very
you
fine.
definitely need that piece
Once
of
the
isolation.
addict takes accountability, because I wasn't a drug addict, but I was addicted to other shit. I was
Like,
alcoholic, all that shit.
Let's be real. Anybody
Until
at home,
you can
y'all be
take
addicted to shit too. We gonna
accountability
get on that.
for your actions, then the support system can support you. Because they tried when you were on the way to where you were at when you were still in denial, and it burnt them out.
Yeah, and see that was one of my biggest things too. I'm glad you said that because again, let me not say that. Oh, let's just let family members just go with them on that process. Nah, but what I think happens in that process, especially for a person like me, who is very ignorant to the process, who's very ignorant to what it takes to even become a full-on recovered addict. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand or fully. I can't really say I fully even have seen a full-on graduated recovery. If that
For
makes
most
sense.
people, it's not going to be like, dude, the road to recovery never ends. Like,
It's a constant fight.
unfortunately, especially, I know, like, some people have like 30 years and it's never been a problem. I know, I hope there's one day that I get to that point. I know that I probably, being my history with drug abuse and everything like that, I will probably be in, like, recovery doesn't end.
Right.
It's a lifelong thing.
It's a
Now
mindset,
how,
dude.
now
It's a
how,
mindset.
I get that.
in the back of your mind it is kind of becomes whatever because you replace those addictions with other things and other things like that. But for some of us, unfortunately, we will kind of always be like needing to be mindful of our addiction. Like I know in previous times that I went on my sober journey, I have been like, oh well, I got a year sober, I can hit this line in the bathroom and it not be a problem. Well, I fucked around and found out it was a problem. So
And
I think
get
there's
that.
definitely levels to it. As far
I
as
get that.
goes.
I feel like what happens is the lack of communication and the lack of education on the situation causes the accountability to be shift wrong. And what happens is I think like what you said there is that, and what Brandon said in the beginning is that as an addict, you have to first decide that you're going to make the change.
You have to fucking admit to yourself you're the fucking problem. That's the hardest part. You want to blame everything else, everybody else around you for all the bad shit and this, that, and the other thing. I've been in that same goddamn spot, man. Like
I can say
So
I've been
there's no
there
denying
emotionally.
that.
I didn't
Oh.
even need drugs to do that.
emotions
And then
are the
I know,
same
like-
thing.
Yeah, and that's
But-
another thing I want to touch on too. So
Yeah, but and once you get to that point, it's like a big weight gets off your chest, and you can own it, and you can accept it, and you can move on from it. You can say, hey, I was that guy, but now we're moving forward. And you got to change your mindset, and a lot of us get addicted to something else, but something good. Like I go to the fucking gym. I work out 7 days a week. I structure my
That-
life.
I work.
that's another
You're
thing I
putting a
need
goddamn
people to
shop
know.
together. You're addicted to making money. You're fucking making promotions. We're starting a podcast.
Yes, bro.
We're putting all of our addiction energy into making something
Addiction
good out of
doesn't have to
ourselves.
be a negative entity, bro. Addiction
No.
is a neutral entity
You-
until you input energy.
It's
So,
hard.
so
the easy path is the path a lot of us choose. The
Because
shit
it's
we're used to
easy.
seeing growing up. So you guys were down south. You were in the drug related area. I grew up in fucking North Dakota. So alcohol was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I just thought it was normal that everybody's family drank a fucking 30 rack at the evening social by themselves. You know what I mean? So
and,
we're
and
creatures of habits of where we were
keep
born.
in mind, bro. That's like environment plays a huge part, and
It does.
that's another thing that upset me about that post is to get on there and to claim that there isn't a problem. That you don't know people who are hurting, whether they're hurting for the addicted or they are addicted. Like that problem is that's not a regional thing, gang. Like addiction has its own power and its
But see,
own weight.
It kind of, like, maybe for that person we have to put, like, so one big thing that we definitely do as a society as a whole is kind of, we all love to drive past the homeless guy with the sign and act like
Hell
we didn't see
yeah.
him. We all love to drive past the drug addict asking for the money on the corner and stuff like that.
dig
Like-
deeper.
like-
How many of us in the car be like, man, look at this nigga right here?
No, 100%. So, like, for some people, dude, they might not even actually be aware of what they're kind of just, like, driving past. Like, maybe they've been sheltered. Maybe they've been blessed to not witness it like that. Or maybe they just would rather turn a blind eye than actually face the problems that we have in front of us. It definitely does become a huge problem in society nowadays. The amount of just like playing shit off like we don't have a problem.
People are oblivious, and they prefer to be
Hey,
oblivious because
ignorance
it
is
makes
I was
it
just
makes
about
their
to
life
say,
better.
ignorance is
It
bliss.
is, man.
Like it's bliss. Like even like think about it. Even for me, until my career, my life was intertwined with somebody who was dealing with some heavy shit. Like I was blissfully ignorant to people who was drug addicts. Like I don't give a fuck about them being drug addicts. Like ain't got nothing to do with me. But that's wrong. That's not. It's not so much as wrong, but it's just not true. It has everything to do with you. As soon as you say it don't got nothing to do with you, it already had to do with you. If you able to say that, you in the mix. Because, like, again, like he said, when you talk about addiction, we talk about addiction as if the word addiction is the problem. Motherfucker, I'm addicted to a whole lot of stuff. I like making money. I like smoking weed. If to an extent you can call these things addictions, but do they have to destroy your life? No, I think our understanding of it and our, like he said, it's a hard ass conversation to be like, I got a fucking problem.
Oh yeah.
Like, who the fuck wants to go to anybody and be like, hey, bro?
Like, don't get me wrong, putting in the work and shit's fucking hard, but the very first
The hardest
thing you
part
have
is
to
really
do
just
is
accepting that.
admitting
When
and
that's
accepting
like,
your
especially
own
when it
shit.
comes to
You're talking about years of
yeah.
complacency, years of habitual habits, years of taught environmental lessons. Like, this not just years of you doing a drug. This not just years of you being addicted to something. This is years of you being around and succumb
Years
to
of
a certain
programming.
environment and a certain you program, gang.
No, I mean, and
Yeah,
I
you're
100% agree with that. Like right now, I actually find myself going through that same thing. Like whereas, like I'd be a lot more bored now that I'm sober than before. Like before, I put like there was no boredom because we just go get high. And when I say me, I mean me. I say we, but I
Like,
mean me.
The royal we.
And just to get a little personal, like, and people can
Oh.
laugh at me or whatever, but I need people to understand that this addiction shit ain't just about drugs. Like, when I'm bored, I want to fucking beat my meat, gang. Like, when I'm bored and I'm at home, I'm off work, I don't have shit to do, I'm playing the game, I can level up 100,000 times, I get bored, I don't want to do that shit no more. Guess what I get up and do? I go in the bathroom and I beat my meat. I beat my meat so goddamn much, dog, because I be bored. Like,
Internet is a wonderful thing.
yeah, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, I hate that people lie to each other so much about the shit. Nigga, we all fucking weird. We all addicted to some weird shit. I like looking at titties and ass, and I go beat my meat because I be bored. That's the only thing that comes to my mind. My
So I
addiction.
mean, with that, like, how do you feel now that Pornhub's down?
Honestly, I found a new way because I'm addicted.
OnlyFans?
No.
Dude, there's lots of other
And
websites
you
out there that are
feel
taking
me?
it
Like,
out,
Dude, they've started
and
shutting them all down.
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Really?
Like,
Yeah,
how
like
many-
the first 10 that pops up when you search something, they're shut the fuck down.
Oh, half of it. Look, I'm
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
God
listen,
damn,
I would give y'all the secret, but if you want the secret, you gotta DM me. I'm gonna just tell you like that. If you want the secret on how to beat your meat for free again, DM me. I'm gonna tell you.
Probably got the Pornhub app.
Bro, no, I'm telling you, there's
No,
so
to be
like
fair,
the
you can
internet,
just
the
get a
internet is like
VPN
a
and
train,
put
bro.
your fucking
And I'm gonna
IP
tell y'all this
in
like this:
Canada,
the
yeah.
internet and all that shit is like a train, right? And if you find one little small place to make that train fall off the rail, the rest of the internet ain't paying attention for a
is
little
that,
bit.
Like, you keep talking about trains. Is that your category? Is that your go-to category?
Nah. I'm a titty and the ass man,
He's
bro.
got that
I ain't gonna hold
cocky
you.
shit
I ain't
going
gonna hold you. So this been another subject on my post too. The difference between obese and thick. I like big fine women, bro. I like big fine ass women, thick ass thighs, big ass titties, big ass booty. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit of little flooper down there. I'm cool with that too. But yeah, that's
You
what I
want that
like.
woman to throw your ass out the door.
No. I still want to be the strong man.
No, he doesn't.
Once we get
No.
to that point where I'm not, I start feeling uncomfortable.
You just
And that's
said,
kind of
bro,
what
you
happened to
just
me in
said
my
that
last
they choked
relationship.
out and shit.
Is that once I feel like I can't be the big spoon, I'm a little dude already, so I have little guy syndrome. I can't deal with shit like that. And I'm
So
gonna
I
just keep
just
it a
know
buck
from
with you.
I just know from all of his exes, this man has never been Big Spoon. Like he might,
and that's
he
cap.
might be behind.
And that's
her,
cap.
but
You don't even know none of my exes but one.
Short King.
Because again, don't let them fool y'all short niggas at home. Height ain't got nothing to do with being a big spoon. How it ain't got nothing to
No,
do.
it just looks weird. It's like a baby
I don't
laying
give a fuck
behind
what
his
it, I
mom.
don't give a fuck what it look like. You ain't looking. You ain't in the room with us. Get your short ass behind her and be the big spoon if that's what you want to be.
It just looks funny. It's like a baby behind his mom and shit. Like, don't roll over on it.
Hey, what they say? Little nigga but my tall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back on topic. I just need people to know, like, stop treating people like they some fucking aliens, bro. Cause they be on drugs, gang. Stop treating them like you can't laugh at their ass. Oh, cause I want you to laugh as soon as I saw a post 2 days ago said masturbating is having sex with demons. I ain't beat my meat in 3 days.
That's why you so high strung right now.
I'm trying to tell you. Like,
Bathroom's right over there.
I'm
bro.
trying to tell y'all, bro, stop acting like y'all not regular people in this world, acting strange when y'all see some shit that y'all, oh, damn, that's me. You quietly and silently trying to hide your addictions and shit. Stop being weird, bro.
The same person that be judging people for being weird got the gimp suit hanging in the closet and shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, stop letting them people make y'all feel uncomfortable.
See, I think like one of the biggest things about being a drug addict and just
And
like
bad.
maybe potentially going down like a bad
forgot we were
path
talking about
is
drugs.
the fact that, and I mean like dude being a chubby chaser, like whatever, man, like whatever it is that you into that people might make you feel weird for.
Yeah, bro.
I
People
like a girl that
make
can help me
people
move a
feel
couch.
weird about stuff when their skeletons ain't hanging out in the open.
Sorry, bro.
What'd you say?
I said I like a girl that can help me move a couch, man. They gotta be sturdy on the bottom. I'm a big boy. I don't want to break somebody.
Is this still what we're talking about?
Disclaimer for everyone at home. Stop feeling weird, bro. Stop feeling weird
Look,
because
man,
just
look,
as quick
man.
as we can
Sorry,
talk about
sorry.
this.
We going for all my
It's-
BBWs out there.
it's-
We gonna plug
Okay.
his socials at the
Yeah,
end
y'all
of this.
funny. Hey, look, BBWs, listen to me. Go ahead and put your shot in.
Slid up into
Put
this
your
one. You got it real
put your
serious.
shot in, cause listen, I don't
He
care
got
what
the
none of
LL
these
Cool
niggas
J.
out here saying. I don't dislike something until I say it and see it with my own goddamn eyes. So go ahead and shoot your shot, cause I might like you.
He will.
But with that being said, I want y'all to know, like, it's just that easy at home to have these same conversations, to veer off, and you veering off, and we talking about BBWs, we talking about being me, we talking about all kinds of extra shit, but it's still,
Yeah, dude.
it's still part of addiction, gang. Like, stop letting people make y'all feel weird, bro. Like, everybody is addicted to some shit. Some people addicted to Jesus, and it's unhealthy. Some people be going to
What?
church, giving all their money to church,
That's a good point.
giving all their money to church, and they ain't got no food at the house.
For the record, if you giving all your money to church, we're doing a food drive for Thanksgiving. You can go ahead and bring that money to me. We'll make sure Scrappy Doo over here doesn't get it.
If he called me Scrappy Doo one more time,
Jeez.
why he try me? Y'all, look, he finna get. I'm finna roast him. Y'all better get him. Anyways, the food drive. Make sure y'all hit it up, man. Cause listen. Like I said, being addicted to Jesus could be bad. Cause you'll walk straight past these hungry ass kids at the food drive and go give it to Pastor Roy, who banging on your homegirl, who married to your brother.
You know Brandon's not hungry or
We not talking about Brandon, y'all. I just need y'all to know. But like, what
he
I'm
might
saying
be hungry, but not.
like, I get so irritated
It hurts.
with so many people making other people feel worse about themselves for a little bit of drugs, for a little bit of sex, for a little bit of overspending, a little bit of gambling. And if it's a problem, that's when you go as a friend and you communicate. Look, listen, nigga, I know what it's like. You know me, I beat my meat a lot, but I had to slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Be open. People really gonna look at you different if you start being open and stop lying to them about your demons. Because we lie to people about demons when demons is everywhere. You go home and lie about them demons in
So
your
just a
closet
fun fact
when
about
he
the
just
conversation
finished
we was
cheating
talking
on you
about.
with your neighbor.
I forgot to close my browser out, and one of those websites is my screen right now. Just for the record, I found one.
Look how I'm gonna tell
Siri-
you.
Siri
Look,
does
y'all
searches
watching
for you
this
all
right
the
now with your
time.
very eyes at home. How easy it is for people to feel comfortable about. Damn, it's not that weird to like porn. It's not that weird to do a line every now and then. I like to party hard.
Yo, you see what I talk about porn? If anybody just thought like, you know, it wouldn't be $1 billion+ industry if people were using it. Do you know how many people it takes watching porn to make that kind of fucking money?
You
But it
understand
also
what I'm
takes.
saying?
But I'm not gonna lie, man. It also
But
takes.
there's lots of free shit out there.
You-
Eh,
You know,
okay,
all them
so
12-year-olds on their mom's iPads in the bathroom downstairs ain't paying.
but
for
to
that
be
shit.
an actor or an actress in that industry, I can
Oh, they
tell you
treat you
right,
like
like
shit.
no, but not even just like shit, bro. Like, do you understand the kind of life you had to have lived to be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna go get fucked on camera, or I'm gonna fuck on camera.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
like-
level of shit, man.
Yeah, that's
nah, because again, we're not gonna do that. Because there's negatives and positives in anything. Some people just like having sex, bro.
Yeah.
Some people
that could
just
be-
like clapping cheeks and getting cheeks clapped.
Okay, but so since we're doing that, I think the main part about like
OnlyFans.
I think we have to find somebody that's in the industry to ask those
Th-
questions.
no, you
Y'all
don't.
don't
Because
think I-
think
like,
about
bro.
it. Think about it. Think about how fast everybody
Just
in the
saying.
public decided to be porn stars as soon as it was able for the public to be porn stars.
bro, but okay, it's not even just porn stars though. Like, what about Fee Finder?
It's
Like,
not-
now we got,
it's-
like-
but that's what I'm saying though. That's porn. We're not gonna do that. You
There-
like
there's-
if you like
it's
feet,
kinky. It's
you talking
kinky.
about
Like, look, man,
I like
I'm not-
feet. It
I
ain't
can't-
porn.
I
That's porn,
can't-
gang.
I can't knock anybody for liking what they like,
Yeah,
but
to
if
each their
you
own.
get off
But I'm
by
not gonna
somebody,
take you off the branch.
male or female, like if what turns you on is, hey, bro, I'll pay you $500 to take your toes and stick them in peanut butter and then go walk around outside.
Here's what
Like,
we
if
not
that's
gonna
your thing,
do.
honestly, you might need help.
Here's what we're not gonna do because we only feel that way because of P Diddy. And let me tell you why. P Diddy made freaky niggas look like weird niggas. Freaky niggas ain't weird. Freaky niggas just weird. I mean, just freaky. They weird in a sense, but they freaky. P Diddy is a nasty monster. And being a freak don't mean you're a monster. We need to separate that right now. Being a freak don't make you a motherfucking monster. He was a monster. You want to touch on kids? Monster. You want to beat on somebody's woman and then have sex with them? You're a little bit of a monster. A little bit. I'm not going to say you're a full-on monster because if they consent to it, you're not a monster that much. But you're a fucking monster.
We do not
bro.
condone child abduction, rape.
You see what I'm? There's a
anything
very
like
thick
that.
line between a monster and a freak. Can we let the freaky niggas out? Can we let them free again?
I don't know, man, because I feel like it goes real fast from freak to monster.
It
And
does.
I know.
It does.
I've been
It
myself
does.
in a couple of situations.
But you can't
where it
make
went
freaky
from,
niggas who are
like, hey, bro,
justly
like,
freaky niggas
I'm
feel
just-
like monsters.
like, bro, I'm pretty much willing to throw the D however you want.
Nah.
But I need you women to stop telling us to choke you until you die.
Nah, don't do that.
Like,
don't do that.
like-
Cause think about this. Cause we got to think about freaky niggas on one level. We can't generalize them and categorize them. We talking about all freaky
He's the
niggas.
one that
Some
told
freaky
her to
niggas
choke
like to
him,
eat
so
ass.
that was
Some freaky niggas like to eat ass. Are they monsters for that?
You ain't never ate no ass?
But they say, but people gonna put them in the same category as P Diddy because they
Hey,
eat
bro, I
ass.
ain't gonna lie to
That's
you.
not
I
fair.
thought just eating ass was a
I be-
social construct.
I do-
That's not. I don't
Yeah.
eat ass. I don't eat ass. I don't think it's okay. I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
Why?
I just
Yeah.
know.
Why?
Maybe when I get married, we can have this conversation.
Like, what? You just like fresh out the shower?
Yeah,
like,
as long as they scrub
No.
that shit first.
No.
Like, I ain't trying to look at
No,
any crumbs.
I eat the hell out of some box, but toot that ass up. You
Dude,
gotta
it's-
get the
it's-
body
dude,
this
it's-
motherfucking
It's
house.
like fucking 2 inches away. Like your chin's rubbing on it.
I put my
already,
finger
bro.
in there so I make sure we don't touch. It's called a spacer. I'm not saying I'm not a freaky nigga. I'm just not putting my tongue in nobody's asshole, and that's nasty to me. But it's nasty to me, but it doesn't change that all it is a freaky nigga.
okay.
He not P
So,
Diddy. He not a monster.
I ain't even gonna sit here and
Let's-
bro. I
we
got
gotta-
my Kevin Gates shit.
I
for
feel
real,
like we
dog.
gotta draw the line, bro. We gotta stop making people feel bad for being normal, bro. It's normal to be freaky. We all freaky. We just don't like to talk about it because we're uncomfortable.
I'm just kind of like, I don't like, honestly, maybe you just like not even as freaky as you say if you ain't never ate
My
ass.
my point exactly. I
Like-
consider myself a freaky nigga, and y'all don't even put me on top level 5.
So like, what do you like? Okay, so if you don't even like, if you're that like,
Shit,
I
we
feel
going
like
here, we
eating.
going
I feel like
We
eating-
have to. We have to now because listen, we gonna
Oh, yeah,
stop
we're in
making
there.
people feel
Alright,
weird
we're in
because
there
there's
now.
levels
Yeah.
to this shit. We about to show y'all that
No,
there's
so I'm
levels to
saying,
this
in my
shit.
opinion, eating ass is like a level 1 freak. Like we not
Yeah.
even weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's just tipping the toe in
See
the
and see, that's like level 3 freak.
Okay, so
To
where
me-
we at? Like where we at? Like what how are you freaky?
Freaky?
Yeah.
How I'm freaky?
Yeah.
I'm freaky.
Yeah, you freaky?
I want you see the spit in my mouth. I want to spit in your mouth. I want to choke. I want to do all kinds of.
That's
nasty
like
things.
that's not even freak.
I
That's
wanna-
like just after missionary.
Like-
like
Like I wanna fuck you and say hi to the neighbors. Like, hey.
so you're more like a cuck then. Like that's your definition of freak.
I mean, and here's what I'm gonna say because you gotta be ready to take your motherfucking. You gotta be ready to take your bill because I may not be as freaky as I think I am.
See,
then
I
you gotta
definitely-
take your bill.
all
I may
this
not be
time-
as freak as I think I am. I'm a freak to an extent, but I ain't none of these niggas left, and we can obviously see that.
All this time, bro, I thought Dave was way freakier than I am.
You see
Very
what I'm
clearly
saying?
not. Especially because at one point in time we was talking about taking a trip to Paris and having a bitch hang out the window and Eiffel Tower her through the window.
And see, I'm with got that kind of shit.
So, but I'm like, bro, honestly, it seems like Dave's level of freak is he just wants a BBW to kind of swallow him up.
First of all,
And,
I'm multicultural and like all shapes and sizes, baby.
Swimming in them
I dated a
thighs,
woman that was 6'1", 6'2". I don't give a fuck what you. If you fine and you look good to me, we can get it doing.
Okay,
Tell
Tyrese,
me,
calm
baby.
down.
Oh, yeah.
Calm down, Tyrese.
I'm just letting you know.
We'll drop the
look. What we're not
OnlyFans
gonna do
link.
is what we're not gonna do is sit here and talk about. I don't want y'all skinny women to think that I don't like you too. Shoot your shot. I might like you.
But I think, I don't know, I always took you as like way freakier than I was. That very clearly.
And see,
not-
my little brother's the same way too, cause my little brother eats ass. Let me put him on blast. And we have this conversation about like the level of freakiness. Cause like when this whole P. Diddy shit was happening, like people was like scared to be freaks. It was like, oh man, freak off. I don't want to go to no freak offs. Like, bro, P. Diddy parties and freak offs was not the same as a freak off where you go there, it's a bunch of people in them little Rome robes, and then you got adults, all adults, and they want to be freaky. That's fine with me. Hey, who's not fine with that?
I'm not going to a sex party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna leave on that one. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, again, levels to this freaky shit.
I think it more comes down to there's like levels to what people think are freaky.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
'Cause
And-
I'm
but
like,
there's
honestly,
no
quite
level to
frankly,
who's monster or not.
There's like not much, like, bro, honestly. I mean, to be honest, there's not much I won't do. I try to keep the physical violence in the bedroom to a minimum, like, and then like, no, you're not fucking me.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Oh, what?
No, fuck. Hold on. So you
Levels
a
to
peg
this
person?
shit.
I ain't never been pegged per se with a strap on.
But the
you
finger?
ain't never had nothing up your ass?
No.
Oh, brother,
Yeah,
you're missing
no.
out, homie.
And see, I've heard.
See, and
I ain't gonna
I-
hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, chat, and this is how you gotta be comfortable.
So
This
he
is when you
thinks
got
he's
to
a freak. He's
look.
afraid of something
Listen,
going in and
I've
out.
heard this
Niggas on the
on
same
so
level as
many
him.
different accounts
prostate is
that
in there,
dudes
dude, I'm telling
who
you.
do that, they achieve a level of climax that we will never understand, bro.
See, I don't know, man. I just
I'm
don't-
not gonna hold you. Even females have
He's
told
out-
me they've
he's
done
out
that.
there
to
like, I don't
me.
know what
No,
the
so
fuck's
I actually
going
have had a conversation with a bunch of people like, okay, so I'll let a bitch lick my gooch and shit.
Nope.
She ain't never went like, dude, honestly, until you had like, till she's stroking that thing while she's like up under your
Nope.
balls licking and shit, I'm telling you, it's a whole different experience. Now, as far as getting close to my butthole, no.
No.
We haven't got that far yet. We're not that comfortable in any situations
she
yet.
licked my gooch, my bad.
Now I have had some dude that had a girl toss his salad and then
Oh, yeah.
go fingers and all that.
Had your ass eaten out?
Dude, I was at McDonald's having fries and a milkshake. And bro straight told me, he was like, bro, you should do it because it's the best thing that you'll ever have.
Like every dude who's had it, who's done that, has literally told me that too. So I'm gonna just let you know, if you're about that, if your mindset can handle it, do it, bro. Because I've never been told that
So
it's not great.
this is my biggest thing as far as like what.
But I
I'll do in the
can't do
bedroom.
it. I can't
So,
do it.
I obviously care what too many
I mean,
people
I
think.
am. I'm scared.
I care what everyone thinks
I
about me
wasn't.
way too much. So now I gotta ask, when you're having these things done, has the thought ever crossed your mind what you look like in a mirror?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Because that's
See,
what crosses my
that-
mind.
that's what
like,
I'm saying. I
there's
can't-
no way in fuck.
All right, first of all,
Hey,
let me
he's a
tell
real
you,
man. Let me tell y'all, that's a real man right there.
When I had that shit happen to me, it's been a while. I was like 300 fucking pounds, so I didn't look good regardless of what the fuck was going on.
Bro, you had like your mind was fucked
Yeah.
then. Yeah, she fucked you.
Because I'm like, what kind of, like, bro, I ain't gonna
I
lie
ain't
to you.
gonna hold
What
you.
kind
That
of,
was
like,
good. That was a good one.
I don't know that I can fucking be comfortable like this,
Oh, yeah.
dog.
Nah, see,
So-
see,
so
the
I
fact
will
that
say this.
like
When
you
you
just got on
do-
camera and
no,
did that, I hope you
straight
know
up,
they're not
straight up.
cutting that out.
No, it's
No.
not.
We're not
I turned
cutting
around
that out.
for 2 seconds and there's legs in the air.
Yeah.
Wait, when you do fucking lay your legs back in that position, you are like, what the
So that is the position. Okay, so did she manhandle you? Like, is it like
There's
she
only two
did it?
positions you
No,
can
I
do that
didn't.
in. On all fours
I did
or
my
with your
goddamn
legs
self.
in the air.
You let her tickle your G-spot?
Yeah, what? You never had your asshole licked?
Nigga, what?
Don't be a bitch.
Hey, Landon, listen, that's what I'm trying to do. Y'all young, bro. And listen. Hey, Jack, I need y'all to hear this. That's difference between young niggas. Their minds had to catch up to what the fuck was going on. And now that their minds catch up to it, both of them look like freaky niggas. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Both of them gonna try this shit.
That dude's like thinking about it. He's like, maybe he's.
I'm telling you, watch.
He's considering.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
He's
telling you.
considering.
Let me
He
tell
don't
you.
wanna
Let
tell
me
Andy.
tell you. People, y'all gotta watch
He's got
people.
his
People
phone
be
on
with
recording
this
in
shit.
the pocket right now. Be like, you get home, be like, babe, listen to this shit. We gotta find out.
Stop being scared with y'all friends, man. Go ahead and say what's on your mind, bro, because you never know. They might be standing right behind you with that freaky shit. And then you ain't got to be out in them streets.
I don't want you standing behind me with the freaky shit. I kind of getting a whole lot better idea of the people I'm in the room with right now. Y'all can't stand behind me no more.
That's not true. He's lying. He's lying. That's not true. Because listen, if you look at Brandon right now, you walk in this building right the fuck now. As another man, you walk in here, you look dead at him with no thoughts in your head. You're gonna be like, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing disrespectful. And that's just a respect thing. You would never think none of the shit he just said. Like, stop, be for real. Stop making people feel weird when you know it ain't true. That you ain't gonna say shit to this. I bet you won't come in here and slap him.
No, I mean, knowing what I know now, honestly, he does kind of look like he gets his ass ate.
I can't say that.
Well, dude, you have to do it. Don't knock it till you try it, man.
I can't say he looks like he gets his ass ate, bro, because I don't know what that looks like. First of all.
Yeah.
Random man, you look like you get your fucking ass fingered like
Me?
every day at night. Nah.
Oh.
You ain't never had no dildo shoved up your ass?
And see,
Fucking question.
that's what you call absolute masculinity. When you take somebody's weird shit they try to tell you, make you feel less masculine, and you emasculate them.
You go by your hips before-
That's how you
Brandon?
make them.
Yeah, Brandon has, clearly.
That's how you make them in the closet ass homophobes who real bitch ass niggas stand on business. Emasculate their ass. Cause if you a freaky ass nigga, emasculate their ass. Embarrass their ass in front of everybody. I bet you won't slap me though, nigga.
Yeah, I don't really know how I'd react if I was in public getting a verbal altercation with Brandon and he all of a sudden was like, I'm gonna eat your ass.
Nah,
I'm the dude that would say that type of shit too, just make it all weird.
and you see like
No
think
shame.
about it, bro. You got to think about it as a dude. That's like a war tactic that they teach us.
Oh, I'm
growing up.
immediately not gonna
Like,
fight.
tell me another dude ain't teach you the demasculation war tactic.
Like,
Like,
I'm not.
just say some gay shit, they gonna leave you alone.
I'm not potentially rolling on the ground in a physical altercation with somebody that has very clearly already expressed to me that he likes physical altercations that end in ass eating and penetration.
So I question
I just don't wanna fight anymore.
Question that. If that's how you
I
feel,
have no
are you
idea.
necessarily
Fucking right.
saying that
Like,
as a man
get
you won't
forward.
fight this other man because you scared?
If that's how you took what I said, yep.
Thank you.
I'd like shit.
Be honest with each other, and y'all friendship's gonna be way tighter. I promise you. You ain't
I'd
gonna
be
be
like-
fighting certain people. You ain't gonna be fighting certain people.
Yeah, no, Brandon, I will not fight you anymore. Like I probably would have before.
Here's the
but now-
crazy thing.
I would let you fight
Here's
me
the
in
crazy
this,
thing.
bro.
On two accounts, you got me who walked in the door and was like, look at Brandon. I'm like, I never try to slap this nigga on no disrespectful shit. Like, I gotta be real mad and want to like, nigga, you, what you did? Like, I gotta come in here on that energy to look at him. Where he said, now that I know this, I won't come in here on no crazy energy with him. It's two different accounts, but I'm telling you, don't let people make you feel weird about who you are. Cause
Nah,
Brandon,
dude.
Brandon.
Own your fucking weirdness, man. Your life's so much better.
Cause
Look at this fucking.
guess what? Both of us
You
still
can
fuck
drink
with
that
him.
shit.
Yeah.
Both of us
No,
still fuck with him.
I'm not drinking after him anymore, but I'm just-
Yeah,
Good thing I don't drink no more, homie.
Cap, I bet you if he had a bottle of water, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna get it for y'all, chat. Don't worry about it.
When I get
I'm gonna be facetious. I'm gonna be like, hey Brandon, let me get some of that water real quick and pass it to Akwrd.
Coke.
You want some water,
You
bro?
doing what?
I'm pouring whiskey and Coke when I get home.
Okay, see that's how you know it's been a good show.
Yeah.
Because even the background audiences are like, I
Just
can't
mind
deal with
blown.
this.
Like, what in
So
the
I think
hell
as far
just
as that
happened?
goes, it's probably
I do got one request. I do
Yeah.
got one request as we start to close off. When we talk about addiction, when we talk about what we can do individually, being someone who's fighting it every day, and it's a fight that you've already understood that you got to build yourself up to do every day for the rest of your life. What would you say out there to the people moving forward when they're having these conversations about addiction, especially if they come across a post like mine and it makes them feel a certain way? What would you tell them to do or how to react or?
I think
What be your
so. For
new
me,
outlook on it?
one, I really just want to reiterate once again to any addict out there, you are not alone. As much as you might feel alone and feel isolated and everything like that, 9 times out of 10 we did that to ourselves. I'm sure you have a support system, and if not, once this goes live, feel free to DM the page. It will get to me,
Me
and
as
I will
well,
be there for
D3K.
you. I'm sure both of these guys
Oh,
feel
yeah,
the same about
absolutely.
that. If it's an emergency, obviously try to find your local, somewhere local that you can go to, even if it is the NAAA meetings, whatever it is. It might help get you through the first little bit.
Don't be afraid to go get that first bit of help.
If it's not that, I did pull up while we were sitting here. I kind of pulled up this part. So there's a hotline you can call. It's kind of like the same deal as the suicide hotline. I want to drop the number for that real quick. It's going to be 1-888-721-3472. It's the United Recovery Project. Call that. It's an anonymous hotline thing. They'll talk you through everything the same way that the suicide hotlines do. Don't wait. Another thing is definitely don't wait. Like I said, I have a friend of mine and my brother, every show that they do, they hand out Narcan kits and everything like that. The unfortunate reality of addiction in the world that we live in today is too many people don't make it to get the help that they need or that they think they need. So if you think you need help, reach out to someone, whether it be family, friends, a recovery group, something like that. Don't wait, because you never know, that next dose could be the last dose.
Yeah.
And you do have people out there that care about you.
We'll say it before, we'll say it again. There is no shortcuts. The only shortcut is the long road. Sorry, I've messed that up because I'm all still messed up from our crazy topics. You're never ready. You can't wait till you're ready to start, because you're not ready until you start. Just pull the trigger. Start today. Get the plan in motion. Get disciplined. That'll bring consistency. That'll bring you success. And don't get comfortable.
To give people a different perspective on it, like when y'all see posts like that, don't be afraid to. If somebody out there woofing like that, be like, hey, can you come pick me up and bring me to the support? I get in my motherfucking truck, come get you. Like, I'm gonna be a whole buck with you. If somebody would've got on my post and said they needed help right then and there, I would've came and helped them. Because there's no point in talking about shit if you're not gonna follow it up with action. And maybe this is little action, but it's still action. Following up, talking to other people, not letting this conversation die. You know, not letting the concern die. Because that's the important thing here. That's what we all need to understand about it at the end of the day, is that the only reason we all came into one spot to talk about that at that point in time, whether we was upset about what was said or upset about what we're going through, we came together because we all want to do something about it. And don't be afraid to challenge those people posing those questions or making these statements. Don't be afraid to be like, all right, bet, I want to change my life. Can you help me? But at the same time, like Brandon said, don't wait till you're ready, because you ain't never going to be ready until you start. And when you start, don't be afraid to finish.
Don't be afraid to trip, because it happens along the way too.
And when you talk about finish, we talking about life here. You ain't finished till you're dead, gang. We talking about life. You ain't finished till you're dead. Recovery, I think recovery is just, it's almost like like secondary school to high school for some people, to me. Because some of us go through different problems. That's just another problem. That's not the greatest problem. So anybody who out there feeling like, oh, you ashamed because you do this and they do that, fuck that. Everybody got a problem. We all need to stand up and ask for help, and don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to do it where you at. If you're on the street, you got 50 cent, payphone, hop on my Facebook page, man. The number's on there. Akwrd, the number's on there. Y'all got the shop. He's got a shop now. We ain't enabling nobody. But we gonna help everybody try to get to where they can stand on their own 2 feet. What they say, you teach a man to fish, he eat forever. You give a man a fish, he eat for a day.
I mean, you did it backwards, but yeah. I got a little bit better one that I like. We'll end it on. We never look down on anyone unless we're helping pick them up. On that note, catch us next week. We have Ryan Julio Haran on the show. I'm Akwrd.
Day 3K.